Hey, what's up? This is Steven from QBbox.com. Right now I'm talking with Q the Kid. What's going on, man?
What's going on? It's your boy Q the Kid, Tag Records, Island Def Champions in the building.
Yeah, for sure. So you're the first artist signed to Tag Records. How does it feel to be the first?
I mean, it's a good feeling to be the first because, you know, they basically just going hard, just really everybody just going hard on this whole project, just trying to make sure everything goes right and everything is a good look. So it's like it's the first situation for Tag as a label, you know what I mean? So they're trying to put their all into it, and just me being the first artist, you know what I mean? Right now, it's like I'm getting the most exposure ever right now, you know what I mean? You see the commercials, you see the little show we had on MTV. I just performed the Denver Nuggets game. I opened up the game, and I announced the players there. It's like, you know, I'm getting a lot of looks.
All right. So I got to ask, since you're on Tag, I assume you have a lot of Tag laying around. Do you use a lot of the stuff?
I mean, yeah, I use it all the time. So, you know, I got boxes of it laid around. But, you know, mostly when I get the boxes, I'll really just give it out to people. When I'm on the streets, I'll just give it out to just anybody random.
All right, good luck. So how do you first hook up with JD?
I mean, me and JD been cool from like 2001. So 2002, he had brought me on to Social Dev. So I really started messing with him with the whole Social Dev situation. And then he had got a deal with Virgin. And when he did the Virgin deal, he signed me to Virgin. Then the Virgin thing just folded. And then when he went to Island Def Jam, he really wasn't talking about nothing at that point. So it was like I was just there for a minute, like a year prior to that. And then when he got there, the Tag situation came around, so he came to me and he was like, you know, I got a whole situation going on, and, you know, I feel like it's a good situation for you, and, you know what I mean, let's make it pop if you want to make it happen. I was like, yeah, of course. I couldn't turn it down. And when they really just sat down and structured it out and told me about what the whole situation was about, I was thankful about the whole situation.
So debut album's on the way. What's it called? When can we expect this one to drop?
I mean, the album's trying to do for the first quarter, so we ain't got a specific date or nothing really right now, but it's going to be in the first quarter, so they can expect it. I really just wanted to drop, you know what I mean, around the first quarter, because I feel like, you know, it'll give me a chance to be a part of the summer that's coming up next year's summer. And once we got some good records, you know what I mean, we'd be a part of everything. Summer Jam coming up, you know what I mean. It's a lot going on at the first quarter, so, you know, I just wanted to be there when everything was open. I didn't want to come out of the last quarter because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people coming out in the last quarter, and it's like, you know, I ain't want to just go out in the last quarter. I wanted to have my own fresh start and have a whole year to myself.
True. So No ID produced On a Mission, right?
Yeah, he produced On a Mission.
All right, what's it like working with a legend like No ID? I mean, it must be pretty great.
I mean, yeah, just like JD, like I knew No ID for years. Like since I moved to Atlanta, I knew No ID. So like when I first did my first demo, like he was the one that I was working with, because the person that managed him had managed me at the time. So he was always around me. So just coming back again, it's like we always had that chemistry. So when I go in the studio, he'll have advice like, yo, we want to do a song like this, and you know, we just sit down and create it. Like I'll tell him what I'm looking for, and he'll tell me what he'll think that the people are looking for. Because, you know, he's been in the game more longer. You know, he's working with Kanye. He's working with Jay-Z. So, you know what I mean, he ain't going to be working with those kind of people for no reason. So they got, you know, he got to have a good ear.
Album's a ways away, but I'm sure you've already laid down a lot of the tracks. Who else have you worked with? Do you want to work with? All that stuff.
I mean, I want to work with, like, Just Blaze. I want to work with Swiss. Like, most of the songs right now I worked with is JD and No ID. Like, they're like most of the two top producers that's on the album right now. So it's like it's mostly around them. So we gonna make that. They got a certain amount of songs they got to do. JD got a certain amount, and then we just gonna go out and try to find whoever else we want to find. But I want to work with Swiss and Just Blaze. I mean, it don't even matter. It could be a unknown producer as long as he got some heat. Like I'm trying to give everybody a chance. They gave me a chance. I'm trying to give somebody else a chance.
You've also got the I Am Him mixtape that's floating around out there. Can we expect another mixtape to drop before the official album?
Oh, yeah, I'm working on I Am Him Part 2 now. So I'm in New York right now, about to get in the studio this weekend, and we want to, you know, put it down. Like, I did that whole I Am Him mixtape in one day. Like, I just did it there one day straight, and every song I did back to back. Every time I do one, it's throwing the beats. I ain't just mixed it, nothing. I just made them mix it in one time the next day.
All right. I heard you have your own studio. I'm sure that makes it easier to just go in and record So are you constantly recording, or do you usually focus on a certain project and save all your recording time for that?
I'm more constantly record, like, a lot, like, just because I know that I got it. So I always record, go home and I record whatever ideas I got. I go in and record it. I mean, I just got the whole studio just because at the end of the day, I just was tired of just people just telling me, nah, you can't work today, or, my studio costs this much an hour. So I just felt like when I got some money, you know what I mean, that was the first thing I did. I went and just took it and just bought every equipment that I needed to record myself. I learned how to mix it, and I learned how to mix and record on my own. I used to just go to the studio and watch. That's a lot the type of stuff that I do. I like to watch other people do things, and I just try to figure it out myself.
All right. So back in the days, you were in the franchise with Gravy and Red Cafe. Do you still keep in touch with those guys at all?
I mean, yeah. I keep it. I ain't speak to Red Cafe in a minute. Speak to Gravy. Like, Gravy was just in the On a Mission video with me. So, I speak to him, when I've been around it for a minute, so now he's doing that Biggie movie, so, he type busy, but we still speak to each other, though.
Yeah. What do you think of Gravy playing Biggie in the new Notorious movie? I gotta ask.
No, I think that's a big situation for him. Like, that's humongous. Like, I just seen the trailer the other day, and like, it's just like I can't believe it. Like, he just reminded me of Big for real.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, he got a good look. That's a good look for him because it's gonna be a big movie. Like, everybody's gonna go out and go see it because everybody wanna, everybody missed Big, so it's like everybody's gonna go out and see that anyway.
Yeah, for sure. So, biggest news recently, Obama just won the presidency. Were you rooting for him this entire time?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so how'd you celebrate his win?
I mean, everybody was out. Like, I was in Flatbush last night, and it was just, it was like Labor Day out there. Like, it was so crazy. Like, it was like everybody was in the streets, music bumping, everybody hugging each other, horns going off. Like, it was just such a crazy situation last night. And just to be home and, be in New York and just be a part of it and see with my peoples out there. So it was a big situation just to know that he won. You know what I mean? A change has come.
Yeah. All right. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. But I got one last question. Album's dropping first quarter. I Am Him Part 2 coming soon. What else can we expect from Q the Kid in the next couple months?
I mean, we got a couple of stuff. Like, my schedule is like, it just comes out of the blue. Like, I just performed in Denver for the Denver Nuggets game. I just opened that. So, we got other things that we working with other NBA teams that we trying to work. So it's a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to work on this whole Sergio Tachini thing. I got that, trying to create that with that line. So I got a couple of things that's in the works. I just gotta get it right. You know what I mean? Just make sure everything is right paperwork wise.
Yep. All right. Well, Q the Kid, thank you so much for taking the time to talk. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, and have a good day.
All right.
All right, peace.